welcome to the Pubcast. Matthias 13, your body is ready for the wholesome goodness that is the Filmmaker IQ Pubcast, coming to you live, straight down here from California.
In the bowels of the Filmmaker IQ office and warehouse.
Warehouse and dungeon and bordello.
Whoa,
I didn't say that.
We're really expanding. I didn't even know that was existed.
Yeah.
And that's also Matt.
Oh, it's Mattimus. Oh, how you doing,
Mattimus is Matt, yeah.
All right, so welcome to the Pubcast. Today we're talking, we've got two movies lined up and probably talk about more, because right now it's
movie madness.
It's movie madness. It is FU January.
Yep.
Being that it is the first few minutes of the Pubcast, we're not going to swear.
That's right. Yep. We gotta let those YouTubers algorithms go by, and so we still make money.
So FU, it's January.
There you go. Yay.
No, it's F yeah, because
F yeah, not F no.
Because I mean, although critics always hate January, because January is where all the crappy movies come out.
Yeah.
But the fact is, it's also the same month that all the good movies came out, because they got released.
All came out in December.
Yeah, they got early release in December, and then we get the wide release in January.
Yep. Thoughts
on Uncut? So Luke is already going for it. Luke Singleton's getting upset about Uncut Gems not getting nominated. It is. I've seen. Have you seen the movie yet? Or
I saw Uncut Gems. Yeah.
What'd you think of that?
I thought it was good. I mean, it was a little slow at first, but then it kind of built up and started rolling.
Did it annoy you the crap out of you the first few? Oops. It kind of
yeah.
did me.
I would say, but I mean, yeah. But Adam Sandler did a good job. Again, I wouldn't put it as higher than Punch Drunk Love. But,
no. Well, I mean, the thing is, like, the first part of the movie is like, everyone just shut up.
Yeah.
Just shut up, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Knock it off.
But it was good. I enjoyed it. I for something I'm not really interested in, but he's an interesting character.
No, I really liked it. And I think Adam Sandler. I think he should have just gotten nominated just for the heck, just because. Well, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, Sandler's been around long enough. He needs to be
nominated. Give him something.
But let's hit to those two movies that I teased in the top of the forum there, and talk about the 1917 and Marriage Story. Let me go ahead and roll for you some footage of 1917, as you can see there. So, 1917 tells a story of basically these two gents there. You can see them kind of climbing into the no man's land. They're given a task to deliver a message across no man's land to prevent an attack that's going to go wrong. Now, the thing with this movie is it is all done in one continuous take. As filmmakers, we know it's obviously not done in one take, but to give the illusion that it's one
to give
continuous
the feel.
Take.
Yeah.
And, whenever I hear that, I say, that's a gimmick. Birdman did it really well and enjoyably well. But then when I watch this film, it is not a gimmick. The whole point of this one take procedure just amplifies the
energy of it and the intensity.
Yeah, because
I mean, it's war. You feel like you're actually following these people, and that the war is in itself that one take. The reason why it's not, you know what I mean, where you feel like you're continually following.
You're at the point where you're watching, and you're like, just cut. Just cut to something. I need it. I need you to cut, because it's so tense, because they just keep going.
Yeah.
And they keep going. And the part of you is like, damn it, cut to another take. I can't take this anymore. But it is something. Did you see it?
I've seen
parts of it?
Seen parts of it.
Okay.
I haven't gone and seen it yet.
The Roger Deakins, though, I think, just to mention, Roger Deakins is a cinematographer. He probably will win the Oscar, I think, for cinematography. Not only for the one take business, because that's the way they did it was insane.
Yeah.
But there is one scene in it where they're going through these ruins, and there's flares going off, and it's the most beautiful war
I saw
scenery.
That one actually.
That's like the most gorgeous piece of scenery.
Yeah.
That whole section is gorgeous. I think he just went for that. But it is actually one of my top 3 movies.
Thus far.
Of 2019. Yeah, I think.
Well, it's 2020 now.
Yeah, last year.
But did it come out in 2019?
Yeah, it came out in 2019. So it came out.
Okay, so.
Well, it came out in 2019, so it was qualified for the Oscars.
Ah, okay.
So we're getting all these movies now in January instead of So that's my thoughts on 1917. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to see it tomorrow again with my friend Chris. Madamus, you're welcome to come if you will up your dollar ticket. I know he was cheaping out on us.
Yeah.
But
also, guys, don't think we're not ignoring you. This is live. We're just doing a slightly different format where we kind of go over some movies beforehand before we kind of go into your guys' question Q&A. We're kind of trying to give a little structure to this in the consideration that we're trying to be very stable in the 2-week thing. So we're kind of trying to bring 2 movies into it.
Yep.
And then we will go into the format of how we usually do, which is talk to you guys. We're also dropping, it was an hour and a half. Now we're kind of doing only an hour, but we're just, yeah. So don't think we're ignoring you or that this is pre-recorded. It's just that we're doing it a different way and seeing what works and what doesn't.
We could pre-record these.
We could
go back to our old sneaky ways of pre-recording.
Exactly.
I think with 1917, also wanted to kind of bring up if you're on the fence of seeing this and you're like, well, I don't really want to see a stodgy war film. It's not. It is actually kind of it's an fun, adventurous, exciting film. It's a little, people are comparing a little bit to Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's a little bit of There's a little bit of Raiders into it. There's a little bit of Saving Private Ryan. It's not as gory as Saving Private Ryan. So don't be afraid of the violence. It's actually more tense. But I think it's one of the great films. It's going to be one of the ones that are being studied. It is up there on my list. The only thing that prevents it from being like my absolute favorite movie is it doesn't capture my heart.
The heart doesn't tug the heartstrings enough.
The heartstrings like certain other movies do.
Yeah.
And actually, we'll talk about the other movie. Let's talk about it right now. It is Marriage Story. And there you see Kylo Ren and Scarlett and Johansson, the Black Widow. They're cutting each other's hair. They're being sappy and all that. So there's Marriage Story. There's some clips. Okay, Marriage Story tells a story. Marriage Story, that's another one of these movies I think is a little bit, honestly a little bit. I think people get the wrong impression about the movie. I think people get the impression that it's going to be a sobby. Oh, it's going to be Kramer versus Kramer. It's going to be oh my god, this is such a terrible movie. It's not. I think Noah Baumbach, who's the director. It's about getting to know these two friends of yours.
Yeah.
Who happen to going through a divorce.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And you like both of them.
Yep.
And the two of them, they like each other.
But they just realize they don't work.
No, yeah. And it's sad, but it's also like...
But it's actually... That's what I kind of liked about it was it's more real life than the movies get a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh no, he's not the horrible, terrible person. And she's not the horrible, terrible person.
Yeah.
It's just they realize they don't work. And
yeah.
and it's an interesting thing as you see it kind of go through.
And everyone focuses on that one scene. There's one scene in it, which we probably saw in the previews, and we probably saw in the little clip there, where they're fighting.
Oh, yeah.
And you think the whole movie is going to be nothing but fighting.
Yeah.
But that's the only scene where they fight.
Yep.
Like the whole entire everything else, maybe they're passive aggressive with each other. There's even a scene in there where
there's very much a little bit of passive aggressive.
Yeah,
but that's that's nature.
Well, and that's getting divorced, I imagine. So, but there's also this one scene in there where Scarlett Johansson has to give an envelope to serve the papers.
Yeah.
To Kylo Ren, and she does it in a way like it's almost like slapstick.
Yeah.
It's almost like a comedy. And then he's like, "Oh, how's every kids?" And then he gets these papers and like, "Oh, crap."
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's to do with these? He's like, "Oh, you're to get a lawyer. I don't want to get a lawyer involved. Well, have your lawyer respond, and we'll just do the thing." He's like, "Oh, okay. I guess I'm leaving."
Yeah,
and that's it. It's a great movie. I think I want to watch that again. I need to watch it again. Between Marriage Story and 1917, those really my three favorite movies.
Yeah,
of the year. I really like Jojo Rabbit in there too. So
yeah, I still haven't seen it yet. I'll see it when it comes out.
Well, it's gotta come. It's gonna probably be coming to theaters again because they're gonna push it for Oscar.
Gotcha.
Again. Scarlett Johansson's she's nominated for Best Actress in Marriage Story and then Best Supporting in Jojo Rabbit. I personally think she might win
for Jojo Rabbit
for one of those two. I don't know. I think they're both worthy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what. I don't
I know everybody was whining because of the fact that it was on Netflix, and did it go to a select set of theaters?
Oh yeah, well Netflix does that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember, but I just I remember a lot of people were whining about it this time.
They're whining that the AMC won't pick it up.
Oh, okay.
And so I understand that. And so I take the opposite view. I believe that AMC and Edwards are in the complete clear.
Mm-hmm.
They are right. Like you are running this movie on Netflix right now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to play it in the theater.
Yeah. Why would I?
Because you can watch it at home.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see any. If Netflix wants to be in the theaters,
don't show it.
Don't show on Netflix.
Hold it off.
Just like MTV Studios or HBO Documentaries or HBO does the same thing when they make a movie. So it's not like not
yeah, it makes sense.
But people, whenever I express that opinion on Facebook, people on Facebook say, "Oh, the theater. That's because movie theaters are dying, and you're gonna be wrong." Movie theaters been dying since 1950, since the TV was invented. So anyhow.
Exactly, and I like how you said, this is why I do not enjoy trailers. Trailers nowadays don't really depict what's really gonna happen.
No, yeah.
It's like, and that could be a good thing sometimes. It could be a complete utter bad thing because you can see it and just like, why would I watch this? This trailer looks ridiculously stupid.
Is it more me? But like, when we go to the movies, do you feel uncomfortable sometimes just watching the trailers?
Yeah,
I mean, like, I could like part of that. Part of that looks really stupid.
Yep. Well, that's what I'm getting like a lot of now. Now, I'd rather go into a movie almost completely blind and not have seen the trailer.
Yeah.
Than see the trailer.
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of it now, either one, they're going to show you too much, and I've just seen every good piece of this movie in a trailer, or they're not showing you anything that's viably helpful to the understanding this movie, and you go in thinking it's one thing and it's completely
different.
So
yeah, like even the 1917, I remember listening to a lot of Mark Kermode, who's a radio reviewer on BBC Two or whatever radio. He was interviewing Sam Mendes, and it was his buddy Mayo was interviewing Sam Mendes. Says, why did you put the one big shot in this 1917 trailer? And it's the trailer. It's the part where he's running, and the people are like running out of the trenches.
Oh, okay.
He's just running as hard as he can, and then the words 1917.
Yeah.
And Sam Mendes is like, well, we got to show something to get people interested in the movie, and that was a cool shot, and hopefully it doesn't spoil anything. But I mean, it's literally like the ultimate scene.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Well, the worst part is when you see a whole bunch of stuff in the trailer, and you're like, "Whoa, that's action packed. That's really interesting." Turns out it was only filmed specifically for the trailer. It had nothing to do with the plot, and it had nothing. Wasn't even in. None of these clips were actually even in the movie, or were they even supposed to be in the movie? Like that one pisses me off because it's
plot
like
lines that aren't because we're talking about that one Beatles movie, right?
Yep, the Beatles movie.
Yeah. Explain that to the audience. I don't remember it as well as you do.
Which part of it?
It's the movie.
Yeah, it's yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah, where the guy remembers all these Beatles songs.
He remember and the power goes out, and then he can't. Then he's the only one that remembers
the Beatles. Yeah.
Remembers the Beatles. And they have like all these little things to it, and you've come to find out like none of that.
Well, in the trailer, there's like a plot line they tease.
Yeah, they tease the plot line,
like that. There's another guy that remembers the Beatles songs, and there's going to be like something going on.
And and then it's gone. And then it never happened.
Not in the movie.
Yeah. That one was It's
like wonderful. Thanks for that little tease.
And that movie was really good up until the end. But that's my own personal opinion, and I haven't
seen the movie yet. So
yeah, you haven't seen it, but. It was really good up. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna go into it. It's not a review of yesterday. But yeah.
Well. So the reason why I also called this F yeah. Well, we can say now. Fuck yeah. It's January. Is because I've been binging the crap out of movies.
I know you have.
There's so much stuff coming out, and I can just sit down and watch it. And I watched. What else did I watched? Dang it! Now I forgot what movies I watched. This is sad. But last night I was trying to watch a little bit of John Wick because I started at like 11 o'clock, which
the 3
Parabellum or whatever.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
I've seen only the first 10 minutes of it.
Yeah.
And I haven't watched the rest of it.
You watch the first 10 minutes, like holy crap!
And I have the DVD. I just straight out bought it. I was like I bought it. I put it. It's in my my player. I started watching 10 minutes of it. Something happened. I was just getting tired. and then I've never gone back to it.
Oh,
but the first part of it was
like,
John Wick.
Crap, man! These kills are insane.
Yeah,
he's like taking a knife and like bam to the guy's head. It's like holy crap. Sorry, chat for blasting your ears there, but that was insane.
Yeah.
So I watched Adam Driver. I watched Don't Fuck with Cats, which is a documentary, a true crime documentary. I'll warn you guys.
Oh, on Netflix, I've seen the thing before it pop up.
Because they keep pushing it on you, right? So I was cleaning up the office and refixing my lights because I have a fire marshal who gave me some issues. But anyhow, I was watching in the background, listening to it, and I was like, this is really, really good. Yeah. And I got to the very end of it. And then at the very end, so it's all about the lady that follows this guy that kills some cats. This is a true story. Yeah. Gruesome story. He kills some cats, puts on the video, like, ha ha ha, look what I did to cats. And this Facebook group starts to try to find him and try to report him. So they keep trying to follow him and trying to follow these leads and all that stuff. And then they find, oh man, this guy's going to graduate to murder. And sure enough, he does. He actually kills somebody on screen, makes a video called One Lunatic.
Did he kill one of the Facebook group, the people that were looking for him?
No.
Okay.
Just like we went to Craigslist looking for like gay sex and
jeez.
the dude. But anyhow, long story, blah, blah, blah. They eventually, the police get involved, obviously, by that point.
Yeah.
And they finally catch the guy, long, drawn-out story. And at the very end, I'm sorry I'm going to spoil it for you, but you need to be spoiled. The lady, she says, turns to the camera and says, I wonder if I'm complicit in this murder by egging him on. Maybe you are for watching this documentary. What? And I'm like, bitch, please.
That
was like the lamest ending. Like,
it's all your fault. Like, what?
It's like,
no, it's not.
We've been shoving ads in your Netflix queue for the last 2 months to make you watch this. We call this Don't Fuck with Cats because it's cutesy on the internet. Yeah. I didn't tell you it was about a real guy who murdered somebody.
Murdered people.
But it's your fault that he committed the murder because you follow bad... Like, come on.
Yeah.
What a lame ending.
I always hate when they're like, who was the real monster? It's like, the guy who killed people. He's the real monster.
Yeah.
I always hate that. That whenever that line is said in any movie or any TV show, I want to slap the person who wrote it and the actor that said it. Because that is the most annoying cliche that I've ever heard.
The ending of probably of a Godzilla movie. It was like, oh, we did not create Godzilla. We are Godzilla.
Yeah.
Come on.
Probably. Keyboard Cat has left the chat.
Keyboard Cat.
Yep.
So I saw that. What else did I watch? I watched Marriage Story before that. I watched Bridesmaid.
Oh yeah, you're telling me about that.
Office. Just for the heck
of
it. Paul
Feige?
No, Feige or whatever. Yeah.
If I got angry about Ghostbusters, I'd remember his name, but whatever.
Yeah, I think Bridesmaids is worth watching. I think you should give it a chance.
That's the thing. As I said, I like Knives Out.
Oh yeah.
And so it's not like it's just as long as you don't give him a beloved
stay in your lane.
Exactly. Stick to your lane, man.
Yeah, Little Women's another movie I need to actually watch. Little Women's one of those movies where it's like, okay, I'm a dude. Okay. The prospect of Little Women does not excite me.
Yeah.
But then if I go see it, I probably will enjoy it and probably have fun with it. And so I need to go see that. And Parasite is another movie I need to see.
Parasite was interesting to me. I haven't seen it, but it looks interesting.
The only thing I don't particularly care for that guy's movies, just because I didn't like Snowpiercer. Like everyone was so.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was an interesting.
It was like
idea, but it was it felt like
movie.
Yeah.
50s B movie, you know?
It almost felt like, and there's some people that say it's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but it's like the anti Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. They keep going through all these really nice things while horrible things are happening to them. Like, you know how like they start off in the very beginning and they're licking walls and they're all super happy, and then Augustus goes into the chocolate and pops up into the chocolate. Like, that's what starts happening. It's like they start off in this horrible room to only find out that there's some good rooms, but all these horrible things are happening to them as they're making their way to the front.
Okay.
So it's like, and then they make their way to where, like where Charlie did in the Chocolate Factory, to find out like, hey, he was like, oh, it was all a trap and you're going to take over. And then this one it was all a test. You're going to take over or all these people are going to die. Like that was one of the things. Like, I'm dying. You're gonna be the new conductor. By the way, this place is a shit show, and I'm outie. Like, so it was like a horrible, dark twist of like
I've never
that story.
heard that made that comparison.
Really?
That was clever.
Okay.
My beef with Snowpiercer was like when it got to the part where they learned how they made the food.
Oh, that was the annoying part. They're like, oh, it's crickets and shit. Like so? Like, we've eaten that for a long time.
I know, and if they made crickets that tasted good, I'd probably eat it fine.
Yeah.
I was expecting to be like human feces or something. Like,
yeah.
That would be disgusting.
Yeah.
But no, I think it was originally meant to be that, but like, oh, you can't do that.
Yeah, they're like, no, can't.
Can't do that.
So, bugs. I don't even know what Snowpiercer is. It has Captain America in it, and what is that British guy's name? I can never remember. If you watch Doctor Who, he was the war doctor. I can't think of his name for the life of me right now. But yeah. Crickets and ants, very popular worldwide. Exactly. And that was why when they were like, oh my God, and they're like pretending to throw up and all this stuff.
Oh no,
and retching, and it was like, okay, I could get that if it was crap. Like, oh, we've been eating human feces in bar form. Like, then I could be like, yeah, I understand why.
Or I thought they would have done like it's people.
Yeah.
Soylent
Green style. Yeah, exactly.
And that would have been, tough.
Yeah.
The other movie I saw, and I'm just pulling my Facebook to remind myself, The Two Popes.
Oh yeah,
The Two Popes.
The Two Popes.
The Pope number 1 and Pope number 2.
Yeah,
that was actually a cute movie. It's Jonathan Pryce, who is Juan Perón in Evita, which is kind of funny because he plays a pope. He plays a priest from Argentina, so he's the same character.
All right, I gotta look up because he's British. I can't think of his
Look him up. I'll explain the two popes to the audience. So it's Pope Francis, who's our current pope, and the I'm not Catholic, so I'm not my pope. But it's
I didn't vote for him.
I didn't vote for Francis. He's not my pope. And then Pope Ratzinger from previously, who's played by Anthony Hopkins, who's also famously known as the Hannibal. So Hannibal versus Juan Perón, and it's a very cute movie. It's one of those movies. It's as much as reading about the history of the two popes, they obviously probably did not meet, and the Francis probably did not ask for his resignation. Blah blah blah. But it's a cute movie. It's a good movie, and you get to see a little bit of theological debate back and forth. So did you find out what the guy's name was?
Saying I'm offline. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there you go.
John Hurt.
John Hurt. Oh yeah, John Hurt.
Yeah, I mean he's a big guy. Like he's very
famous.
Popular. For some reason, I can never remember his name.
Oh, it just went off.
Yeah, I don't know. It said I was offline, and then all of a sudden it like popped back up.
So another movie that all of you guys need to get off. Get off. Another movie you guys.
I'm the Pope.
There goes the child rating.
Yeah.
Another movie you need to get on is a movie called What Did Jack Do? By David Lynch. It is a 17-minute short film on Netflix where David Lynch interrogates a monkey. It is brilliant. You must watch it. If you don't, I hate you. No.
Wow, we're going.
If you don't, you do not. No, I think it's like classic David Lynch. It makes no sense. Kind of funny. It's not for kids, despite the fact that he's talking to a monkey.
Yeah.
And the monkey talks.
Well, he talks back.
Okay. And he's like, "What'd you do with the chicken? I know why the chicken crossed the road, Jack. You know why?" I was like, "I didn't do anything."
Yeah.
And it's this weird David Lynchian kind of like back and forth.
Yeah.
Where he's like, the monkey's like, takes two to tango.
Yep. This is actually just a cutscene from Twin Peaks.
It kind of is.
Yeah.
It's in black and white. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's delicious. It's delightful. It's suspicious. It's delight. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
What else did I watch? Food Wars.
Oh yeah, the anime. You watched it?
Yeah, I watched it, and I was in the Grand Canyon. I watched Food Wars. That show is WTF, man. That is like the most nutso thing I've ever seen in my life. Yep. I loved it. It was cool.
Yeah, it's an interesting. Yeah, anime is fun to just.
I'm not a big
watch.
anime fan, but like that to me was like, here's anime. Here's a bunch of meth.
Yeah.
And then here's basically Iron Chef.
Yep.
And then we're gonna combine them all together, and then.
Yep. That's pretty much the whole of. Yeah.
It's.
Yep.
He put curry into the rice.
Yeah.
It's
the
delicious.
flavors are amazing. Yeah.
My brain is about to explode with all the flavors of the curry.
I had something that I had watched. Oh, that's right. I watched Impractical Jokers.
Oh, there you go.
Which is like obviously it's more reality thing.
Yeah.
But it's very entertaining. As much as
they're telling you.
You were telling me about it, and then I went and actually kind of watched it.
It's corny. It's a very corny show.
And I don't know if you had seen the one, the scoop of potatoes with the guy. So essentially, like the four of them are supposed to go to this round table and try to get as many scoops of potatoes onto people's plates before someone asks them to either go away or if they work there.
Yeah.
So the first couple of guys, first Murray and Sal and one of the other guy, I can't think of the name. Q. They all only get like 3 scoops before they're finally like, well, what are you doing? But like the Joe guy comes out and he's doing the scoop of potato, like a really exaggerated thing, and he just starts plopping it down on the guys, like on everybody's, and it's like a round table with 12 people on it, and he just starts doing it like with the like horrible Italian accent, and everybody's looking around, but they don't stop him. Then all of a sudden they're just kind of like trying to move their plate away, and he's like scoop of potato, like, and it's just the most hilarious thing because they figure some like all the waiters and waitresses are just not paying attention, so they figure something must be up, and they just let it go, and he scoops like a whole bowl of potatoes into these people, and then at one point he leaves, and then all of a sudden you just hear in the background scoop up, and he comes like from far away, he's running and just drops the potatoes onto it. Amazing. Just because I don't like reality stuff at all. Like, really, for the most part. But that was probably one of the most funniest things I've seen.
The good thing about Impractical Joke is it's a prank show.
Yeah.
But I think mostly it's a prank show about guys that seem like they really like each other.
Yeah.
They're really good friends.
They're really good friends.
But then they also know like how to screw each other just the right way.
Well, I forget in one of them, the Murray guy was the loser. And so they hooked him up to a lie detector test and brought him to his own school that they graduated from with their graduating class and the teachers and like I think the seniors, and then asked him the most horrific questions about like who he had a crush on, did he cheat on his girlfriend, like, and she's in the audience, and like he just was like, I'm like, with friends like this, you don't need enemies because, my God. Anyway, I'm sorry, I just derailed it, but it was the weirdest thing.
I've been trying to get him to watch that show because it's like that's the kind of, we always talk about ideas for groups, groups. So that's a fun show to see what like a group like that does.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
I watched Blackadder Goes Forth, the 4th season, recently, absolutely top haul. Yeah, and Rowan Atkinson, hilarious. Goes Forth. Is that?
So one thing I want to talk about.
Wasn't the last season the war?
Yeah, the 4th one is the World War One.
Yeah.
Well, I think what's interesting about so Blackadder Goes Forth in 1970 to bring it back.
Yeah.
The thing about we forget, like World War One, we kind of think that everyone that thought they were going over the hill, over the no man's land, they thought that everyone's going to die.
Yeah.
But the reality is, in those days, when they went over the hill, they thought they were like either going to victory, or there was a chance they could have got killed. And I think Tim was saying it was like a 50% chance that you would get either killed or wounded.
Yeah.
Which, wounded is one thing, killed is nothing. But anyhow, so you still had a chance of survival. But people that did it, they thought they were going to win.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing, like the thing with the movie in 1917 showed, like this guy that wanted, he thought he was going to win the war. He's like, I'm going to end this thing now. That's why he had to be told, no, it's a trap. You need to pull back. But anyhow, between that movie and if you watch Peter Jackson's They Shall Not Grow Old, you kind of hear that echoed again too. But anyhow.
Yep.
So yeah, we've been talking for 30 minutes ourselves. Let's bring some chat in here.
Saw the first episode of Blackadder.
Oh.
The first season of Blackadder
don't bother.
It's really hard. Like it is not good.
Skip straight to the second season.
Yeah, second season on is hilarious.
In fact, you won't miss anything if you really
you won't,
skip
because
the first season.
Each season is by itself. Blackadder live like his life and then usually his death.
My favorite is the second season.
The second season is Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth, because I love Queen Anne.
Yeah,
not Queen Elizabeth. What's her name? It's Anne Richardson.
Yeah,
she plays the Queenie, and it's like, hello.
Yep.
Off with your head.
Yeah, exactly.
But my second favorite is the Goes Forth.
Yeah.
And I'm not too crazy about the third one. The third
Third
season.
one was all right, but it was one of those ones where
It gets better with age, I think.
because that's also the only one where Blackadder wins.
Yeah.
Which is like every other one he dies horrifically. Spoilers, I guess. And then the third one is the only one where he doesn't. But it's all of them are good. Baldrick is hilarious.
But also the third season is when we introduced Gregory House for the first time.
Yeah. Because he is
in the
he's in the second season,
but he's only
he is the he's a villain.
Yeah, he's a German. This German character who it's like, you remember that time when you were at the
in the stable
milking the cow?
Yeah,
you were the horse. You were the horse boy.
No, I was the cow. Yeah,
yeah, that's a great line.
Yep. But yeah, so just skip the first season, honestly.
Totally. I mean, the entire first season. The first episode of the first season is actually not bad, but the whole season's just not worth it. And even the character of Blackadder is not really established, because the first season he's kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
And then he's never an idiot after that.
He's never an idiot again. He's always got a semi-decent plan that Baldrick or somebody else fucks up.
Well, or he fucks up because of his own like pride.
And then you've got Bob.
Bob. Very first episode.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, the fourth Doctor from Doctor Who was in the second season or Queenie season. I can't think of. I remember it's the pirate the captain who loses both of his legs. He's like, "You've got the hands of a girl." Like he's like, "Oh, they're gonna go around the to America or something that, and they get a boat and they get lost and." Yeah, it's the guy who plays the captain in that one.
And Rick Mayall is in it too, as Captain Fleshheart.
Yeah. Oh, we can't go wrong with that. Captain Fleshheart.
Captain Fleshheart. Speaking of which, British television, I guess I was woken up this morning and I looked through my feed and then everybody's saying this. Terry Gilliam passed away today.
Really?
Monty Python, yeah.
Wow.
So we are lost to Terry Gilliam.
Yeah.
Sad day, I guess, but
always look on the brighter side of life, I guess.
Yeah, I know, but literally my thread was like full of people.
Oh yeah,
just constantly.
Yeah.
So thanks for all the fish. I guess
the thing behind you just moved, John.
Uh-oh.
Which thing?
The thing behind me.
The porg?
Maybe. Well, if it moves again, let us know.
It's coming for you. Did you ever make Don Quixote? Did he ever? Oh.
I think Terry Gilliam. Not Terry Gilliam. Is it Terry Gilliam? Which one am I thinking of? Terry Gilliam,
the guy who played Arthur, right?
The guy that sang the song "Always the Brighter Side of Life."
Oh, really?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, I didn't know.
The guy that was on the cross, singing it. Terry Gilliam is the other. No, Terry Gilliam is the U.S. director. I'm sorry, I just completely blew that.
Yeah.
It's not. What's his face? Joe's looking it up here. We're going to refer to my brain. Somebody on Twitter asked me, how do I remember all these facts when I do these videos? I don't.
Yeah.
I just write stuff down and put on the teleprompter over there. Yeah, Terry G is alive. The other guy is not alive.
Terry Jones.
Terry Jones.
Yep.
That was close.
Always look on the bright.
I hate to say that. That's such a horrible thing for me to say. That was close. Got my first name right.
Yeah.
Good. Well, Terry Gilliam's alive. Terry
genius
Jones
is teleprompter. Yep, driven. Yeah, there you go.
Exactly, and just like a former president.
Yep.
But a lot of movies. Shows. Just a lot of great stuff happen. I mean, it's kind of just a fun time to catch up on all the stuff that's been happening.
Exactly.
So, Connor Barnett says buy Bitcoin.
Well, always, sure, why not? I don't know.
I don't think I've ever.
I don't own even a fraction of a Bitcoin.
No, I don't think people were talking about Bitcoin in our group, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to get involved with that.
Because your studio series will be annual.
I think Billy Cage always asks that. Every month.
At some point we will. Yeah, it's coming. It's just got a lot of stuff
on my list, man. I almost pulled it out the other day.
Yeah.
The reason why that's the other thing that's in the news. They dropped Fox, so now it's no longer be 20th Century Fox. It's gonna be 20th Century.
Oh, so they dropped the Fox off of it. So now it's 20th Century.
I was going to say, basically all we have is Disney and Warner Brothers are the only two movie studios that are named after their founders.
Yeah.
And everything else is all... And even Disney, come on, let's face it, he's still kind of... you still think of Walt Disney, but...
Yeah.
No one knows what Jack Warner looks like.
At this point, it's amalgamation of, well, a lot of different places that they've eaten.
Yeah, and Jack Warner is the only Warner brother I can name, so I can't name any other Warners.
I always think of the Animaniacs from when it's like the Warner Brothers thing. It's just like, I can't help but think of it. All right. Did you see the movie industry attempt to invest in a VR animated feature film? I didn't. Did you?
No, I don't even know what that is.
I would assume it's like a movie, but you have to put the headset on and then you do the whole turn around thing.
Head thing.
Which makes no sense.
We've Joe and I went through the whole like YouTube training as how to do the VR thing.
Yep.
And
it's so bad.
VR is not. It's not what do you think it is?
No,
it's not for film because YouTube we're on the platform so we can diss it.
Yeah.
YouTube does this thing every
demonetized.
year. Demonetized. Every Halloween for a couple of years they did like sponsored like a YouTube space Halloween movie scare.
I did kind of want to try to get on that movie set.
I know, but the thing is like we watched the VR ones.
Oh yeah, that one was terrible.
They were not scary and they were like lame.
Yeah.
And just like no.
I forgot about that.
No, like so I'll describe like there's two of them. I remember like one of them was a zombie thing and like the zombies.
Didn't they do the Goosebumps one too? It was the Goosebump like it was that one when Jack Black it was like a Goosebumps movie and it was Jack Black and they had like the
no, it wasn't,
the set was the
wasn't
swamp
Jack
thing.
Black, it was Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they actually had him design it or something like that, or had him like bring over the pieces of his set to do it. But the thing I was mentioning was it was just this like quarantine thing and the zombies are like
oh yeah, I remember that one.
But the thing was like you're like there's not I mean I hate to go back on
you just suddenly miss something because you don't hear.
Well, but it's obviously you're in a fun house.
Yeah.
There's nothing scary. It's like, oh, it's lame-ish. It's literally like being in a fun house, only not as fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember we were watching it, and then I had to like turn, like do a 360 to see behind me was something that was happening.
Well, that's the other thing.
And you just miss it.
So the other one that was popular, I'm moving that in the quotes, the ones that they kind of suggested, was the one where it was a VR thing, but it was like Five Nights at Freddy's. You had all your VR screens here of all the things that are happening in the studio and all the and then there's another set of screens behind you.
Yeah.
That you have to turn all the way around to see.
Yep.
And it's like, no.
Yep.
I came here to watch a movie. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch that movie. I don't need to turn my freaking head to see the so VR is not.
VR The Office, you play the cameraman. Yeah, exactly.
No, VR is not. VR for movies is not going to happen.
Yeah.
Just not going to happen. I mean, for gaming, yeah, sure.
Yep. I still, Connor, I'm still 3 episodes from the end of the Mandalorian. I don't know why. It's taken me a while. So, not that it's just. I just feel like, I mean, it is very Old West.
Yeah, it's very old.
Which I like. It's probably more Star Wars than I've seen Star Wars be in a long time.
Did you see the one with Bill Burr in it yet?
Yes.
I love that.
That one was a good one.
Where Bill Burr's like, oh, you're gungan in there. Yeah, it means I think
Yeah.
He's making fun of yeah.
And then I wish he'd come back. We'll see.
He might.
You might, but
he's not dead. Spoilers.
Are they drunk? Not yet.
Not yet. Are you buying?
Yeah. Do you wanna buy in? We'll do that. Do you have any New Year's resolutions for creating pieces this year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, this one right now we're doing is kind of a New Year's resolution.
Yeah, so being more stable at this and also give it a bit more format is the plan. We also have something that we've written that now we are going to actually make into something more viable that we can do. It was 3-parter and now we're going to make it 1 movie. So
we're still working on the staircase one. Too.
Yeah, the staircase one.
Looking into that one lately, or at least thinking about it.
Yeah,
we need to actually get down and write the other. Luggage, excess.
The excess baggage one. And then do the staircase.
I mean, I really would like to be able to get 2 pubcasts out a month and then 2 videos out a month. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm settling for just 1 video this month because I'm working on it. And then we do this 2 pubcasts.
And then 2 pubcasts. Yeah.
But that's the goal. I mean, I want to try to get all this stuff out, but I'm also have other projects that I have to do to pay for the place.
Yeah.
So money.
Jon Favreau is a genius. He is
like
very
Jon
good,
Favreau.
And other than Lion King, I've got no complaints.
I think Jon Favreau did Lion King just as a favor to Disney. He's like, hey, we need just prove that you can do this.
Yeah.
And like,
The
okay.
thing was, is he did Jungle Book, and he did Jungle Book well.
I know he did a fantastic job with Jungle Book.
But then they just like Lion King just feels exactly the same way.
I know. What sucks about that is Lion King's probably one of the highest grossing movies of the year. So
Yeah, exactly.
So Disney's like, well, you failed artistically, but you made us a bunch of money. So so basically, Favreau, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And Favreau's like, I want to make another cooking show.
Yeah.
Well, another movie where I have a sex with Scarlett Johansson and
Chef.
Yeah. Or play like
Chef was a good movie.
It was good. Yeah.
I liked it. If you haven't seen Chef, go see it. Especially if you're hungry. Any thoughts on merging AAA games and movies? Kojima got Best Director at the VGAs for Death Stranding, which is a boring game, but a compelling movie. Big name actors and all. Yes. I kind of see where you're going with this. That Death Stranding was insanely slow, and kind of out of the genre. It really feels out of the genre for him, especially with the fact that he did a lot of the Metal Gear Solid games, and then he also did Silent Hill, which was very horror based, I guess, and I think his stuff, he is very telling in it. He's more of a cinematic person, so I could see where he could make the jump, but I don't know if all AAA movies could do that, or AAA games could make the jump to movies. I mean, I guess it really just depends and takes the right person, but I would say that there is a market for it. It just has to be the right video game. Like Being Human was a really cool one that I think could have made a better movie than it did a game, even though the game was amazing. But yeah,
I just remember Demanimus was.
Yeah, it was Matt.
But the thing is, we're still waiting for that first video game crossover to video game movie. That's good.
What's that?
Still waiting for that first movie. Started off as a video game, became a movie, and everyone says it's really good.
Yeah, that hasn't happened, and I don't think it'll happen for a while.
Detective Pikachu came close, I think.
Yeah, but it's really not
really a game.
It's
we're
not
based
really.
on the game.
Yeah, it's loosely based on Pokemon, but it's not really about that.
So our next hope is Sonic the Hedgehog.
I will see that. I'm still gonna see it because they made Sonic not look like a dumbass. And if they had done that, if they had left it alone, I wouldn't have gone and seen it. But I'm gonna go see that one. Just because at least if they can be like, oh, if we're gonna try to capture the essence of the game instead of just making whatever the hell we want, I'll support that. If they're like, to the extent, you know what I mean. I may not like it after I see it, but I will have paid my money for them attempting.
Yeah.
To get it right. And but I don't know. I kind of agree. Someone said it's hard for games to make the jump.
Yeah.
Because Resident Evil, even that series of movies, really is loosely based on it and more just about
setting.
What's her name? The gal from Fifth Element.
Oh, yeah.
I can't think of her name.
Brain.
Yeah. Just really about her getting into sexy situations.
I think we all remember how well the ET translated to video games. So
yeah, there you go.
We remember that. Okay.
Flavor Town, a Guy Fieri biopic movie and video game. Yeah, that's right.
Welcome to Flavor Town. He's gotten so much crap for his restaurant in Vegas. I feel bad for him.
There it is, Mila Jovovich. Which Fifth Element was a great movie too. But The Last of Us is 99% movie, 1% cover shooter. Yeah, that's true. Super Mario film. That's my guilty movie pleasure. I watch that when I'm sick. I own that movie. Everybody hates it, but fuck you all. I like it, and it's the movie I watch when I'm sick, and I get, something.
I honestly don't think I've even seen that movie.
You haven't?
No, I think none of the movies.
Okay, well, that's another one we'll add to the thing because yeah, it's a good movie, and I hate you all if you disagree with me. So, but yeah,
I think John Wick would make a good video game.
John Wick would make a good video game.
There you go. Tomb Raider is okay.
I never saw the Tomb Raider movie.
Which Tomb Raider? There's 3 of them.
Well, the newest
one. I haven't seen it either. Yeah.
Where they kind of they
kind of follow the reboot.
They follow the reboot almost exactly. It looks like. That's why I didn't watch it. I was like, I played the video game.
Who cares?
Like,
I remember the original Tomb Raider, and that wasn't even that bad with the Angelina Jolie and her father.
Oh yeah, World of Warcraft made it. Yeah, that was an interesting one. I watched it. It was all right. But it wasn't good. It couldn't stand alone by itself.
It's not that great movie yet.
If you just made if you did the yesterday theme where everybody forgot about the video game World of Warcraft and then you showed them the World of Warcraft movie, it wouldn't stand up. Yeah. Because really what you're doing is you're getting all the diehard fans of that genre of that video game of World of Warcraft. And I am a person who likes World of Warcraft, but even I know that movie wouldn't have held any water. Which is sad because the person who directed it also apparently loved World of Warcraft, but maybe Blizzard was trying to get too many details, and I don't know. You never know what happened, but it just didn't work.
Solo Main Winter writes completely off topic here. Leica losing money on its monochrome camera. I don't trust debearing. What's the best way to convert Nikon NEF to black and white plugins, settings, and PS? And the answer is shoot in color and then use your black and white conversions to figure out how you want to deal with black and white.
Yeah.
You can trust debearing. Debearing is a brilliant solution to the problem.
Yeah.
It's amazing what it can do. Anyhow.
I like Trevor's. My guilty pleasure is The Mummy when Brendan Fraser was a normal, funny guy.
And let's not talk about The Mummy with Tom Cruise. Let's talk about The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. When Brendan Fraser still had a career and we all loved him.
Yep.
He was a nice guy.
The Crank movies looked video game-ish, probably. Assume it's like Transformers, easy to dub, and lots of light. The only person I know who likes World of Warcraft doesn't even play WoW. Well, there you go. But yeah, I mean, it's just the way it is.
What's movie I think I was watching recently I thought was like Transformers but better? I remember this now. I think I saw
Transformers but better.
Like Transformers but didn't suck.
Well, it can't have been any of the Transformer movies.
Maybe I was just watching a review by Mark Kermode when he was talking about Pacific Rim. It's like Transformers, but it's without all the crap of Transformers.
Pacific Rim, I liked the first one.
Yeah,
I don't know if I saw the second one.
I don't think the second one. Yeah, but the first one's like, let them fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Just go for it, But it didn't have all the Michael Bay stuff that offends people. Like the overt sexism and the stupid, horrible jokes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it knew what its strength was, which was giant robots fighting monsters. And then they played to that strength with just a little bit of here's a little bit of what's happening in the real world. And you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's but the main focus is still robots fighting monsters. And that was what you liked. It was good.
Yeah, the whole point of the movie.
Yeah. And you got a little bit into the mind meld thing or whatever and all that. So, yeah.
Yan Wang says he watched Tomb Raider just because of Alicia Vikander. She's bloody amazing and the movie was okay.
Yeah.
Alicia Vikander, I get her mixed up with a lot of other girls in the...
the best black and white conversion software, in my opinion, is still...
Nikon
Silver
FX Pro.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I sure it is. But I mean, I just diddle around with the black and white features until I get what I want.
Yeah.
Just dial in the colors, the red, green, blue, cyan, whatever.
Yep. Craig says Pacific Rim reminds him of the Power Rangers. I mean, essentially, Japan loves the robots.
Yeah.
And that's where we get our love for robots. I mean, harkening back to Madamus talking about Kojima. Kojima did Metal Gear Solid, which was about giant robots. We always go back to giant robots because that is the idea that we love. I think there was a 1980s one where they were on the moon and it was two robots and they'd fight. And it was, even then, that was one of my first. I mean, that was an enjoyable one. I can't think of the name of the movie for the life of me. But it's always giant robots will always come back. Let's see. Hey, John, Joe, and all. 5 days since the Walt Disney Company phased out the Fox name from its recent renaming 20th Century Studios and Searchlight Pictures. Thoughts? We kind of said this a little bit.
That's why I wanted to get that Fox video, getting put on the theme on that, because we need to talk about Fox and why he was important.
Why he was important to the thing.
Madamus asked, will VHS come back like vinyl? If you actually hang around online, you've seen a lot of VHF effects.
Yeah.
Like a ton of, like, it's so annoyingly cliche already.
Yep.
That everyone's trying to do it. The funny thing about VHF effects is you people don't realize.
Yeah.
You put on the VHF effects like I was born into it.
Yeah.
I was molded by it.
I did that actually effect of it for something for fast forward. Like
little lines.
Yeah, the little but you know why? It's because of how painful that was. It's always in my psyche that is the way to do fast forward. It's never just
how shitty resolution VHF. I mean, it's like 240 lines, dude. Mm-hmm. It's shit.
Yep.
It is so horrible.
Well, I mean, and at this point, there's no production for for the tape players, tape players anymore.
You gotta go to Mike and Jay's VHS repairs.
Yeah, exactly.
To get something.
But because my grandfather, that's all he wants to watch. And then that thing burns out, and then you have to like hope and pray someone donates one to a thrift store. I went on Amazon just be like, oh, I'm sure they've got like a DVD VHS combo. Yeah. It was $370 or something ridiculous. I'm like, that's what? No. Okay. Anyway,
absolutely.
VHS is only 90s nostalgia. Yeah. VHS was really bad. Yep.
Oh yeah.
13-inch display.
I mean, it was even worse than Beta. Beta, people like make fun of it. Beta was like held on.
Yeah.
Like I was working with Beta SP in a professional form. I still have a Beta SP machine.
Yeah.
But that thing's actually quality. There's actually 480 lines there.
Yep.
Like 240. Yeah, it's just nasty shit. Anyhow, Adrian to also 80s and 70s. Yeah.
Trying to think of the stupid, like the first version of the DVD, like the giant ones. Laserdisc. Yeah. Those were cool.
But those are also analog. They're not digital. So,
yeah, exactly.
So they also have the lines.
Yep.
The crappy lines.
But I mean, I'm just saying.
The quality too was better on
those. The quality was better, and they were just like these badass looking records.
No,
that's what they looked like. I had a few.
You had a few? Okay. My dad was too cheap to buy stuff like that. My dad, it's hard to even convince him to buy a VHS tape.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's indeed just one Fox, the Fox Corporation. My 20th Century Studios on-screen logo mock-up video is streaming on my YouTube channel and a YouTube search away.
All right.
Cool. There you go.
Fox is interesting because, we'll get into it. We'll both story about it. Bill Cage, I may be more people incorporating it now.
Fuck that. I watch films with my smart fridge. Hey, you know what? You do you. If you want to watch it there, you can watch it there.
Watch The Irishman on your microwave.
Yeah, that won't make you sad.
That'll make Martin Scorsese proud.
Yep,
that's right. Know that goddamn theme park ride.
Yep.
I'm not salty.
It's a wonderland. But yeah, so I think we're getting pretty close to the wrap up. We're wrapping up
pretty soon, but we have
a few more minutes.
With our folks here online.
If there's any other questions you'd like to ask us real quick.
You wanted us to watch.
Yeah.
Or movies we want you to watch.
There you go.
Go watch Marriage Story. Go watch 1917.
Yeah, and put in the comments what's your guilty pleasure movie. I think that's because I said mine. Mine is Super Mario Brothers. And I don't know, what's yours? What's that one that when you're sick or when you just
I just watched The Favorite the other night, but
yeah,
that's not really a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I
love that fucking movie.
Yeah,
I love the way the way that the British have and I'm gonna forgive me, women, if you're watching, the way the British use the word cunt is brilliant. Yeah. The way he's like, I know he's cunt smicking with you. It's like, holy moly! Don't mean to say that offensively, ladies. Don't be upset.
Yeah.
People were saying, speaking of foxes, I watched Doolittle, very mediocre.
Yeah, and that's not a surprise though.
Yeah.
Because
it's January.
Well, it's January, but like he
wanted,
Robert Downey Jr. wanted to do something completely different, and that is one of those ones that's a complete turn. But the basis for Doolittle, regardless whether you put it in some kind of like secondary, estranged way, or like even in modern times, it just really doesn't have a foothold. Like, you know what I mean? It's not catching. It's like, oh, a dude can talk to animals.
Yeah.
What is he using this? What does this ability do? Like, it's like the most useless ability. It's like,
Well,
he's gonna solve a crime,
Ant-Man could talk to ants, so.
Well, yeah, but it was also he could shrink down.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's probably the cooler thing.
Yeah. Plus, you had other like. It's not like he's fighting the one guy who can talk to insects. It's like animal versus insects, I guess. Yeah,
I can talk to plants.
Yeah, I can talk to plants. Okay, good.
That tree
good
over
on
there.
you,
What's it thinking?
The
tree over there is sad.
Yeah. And then it's like, he wanted to do something different, so I guess Robert Downey Jr. acted like in the very first part, he's like a recluse and whatever, and then all of a sudden they like the animals clean him up, and then he's back on the boat or whatever. I don't know. It just, I still love Robert Downey Jr., but I'm not gonna go see the movie. No point in it.
Charles Hoffman is baiting me. I agree that John movies look bad at 24. Is there any use for high frame rate in fictional narrative film? No.
Yeah.
It's quite easily done there.
Dexter Doolittle was shot in part right next to me in Northern Wales.
Really?
Well, that's
Okay.
cool. I like this one. I Saw the Devil.
I
Let's
saw
see.
the Devil Korean movie.
Is a 2010 Southern Korean thriller film directed by cool. Matrix is my money and sick movie. Yeah,
nice.
Matrix always. I wouldn't go 2 or 3 if they had just stopped at 1, it would have been awesome.
Wouldn't it be great if they made a trilogy of the Matrix?
No.
I mean, if someday they decide to make a sequel or trilogy.
If someday
they decide to make a trilogy, maybe they'll make it.
Maybe they'll make one.
Yeah.
Let's see. My favorite series to binge is the Friday the 13th movies. All right.
Maybe a high frame rate sports movie. Well, if it's just a high frame rate sports, then it's sports.
Yep.
It's not a movie.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Madamus's guilty pleasure movie is Tremors. Did you show your girlfriend Tremors yet or no, Matt? Because we were talking about it on New Year's, so
I'll be honest,
I didn't know.
I watched Tremors because of Matt, and I fell asleep halfway because I was just tired that night. But I enjoyed what I saw. So
you got Kevin Bacon.
Now the question is, do I want to watch Tremors 2?
Yeah.
Is that more of the same or more of the same?
I forget if it's like one of those things where it's every other film is good, or
is it the odd number ones?
It's the odd number ones. I don't know. Madamus would be the one to ask on that one.
Why do hot dogs come in packs of 10 and buns are packaged in 8? I don't believe they are anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
Because they got tired of asking that joke.
Because they got tired of that joke with Steve Martin in what was it?
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles? Or
it was the one where his daughter is getting married.
Oh, Father of the Bride?
Father of the Bride. Because he has that meltdown in the store, and he's like, why? And then that one...
if you literally go to the store, they're both sold in 8 and 8s now. They evened it out. Just
2 good, 3 bad.
Steve Martin.
Why do kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch? The world may never know.
Why don't they love Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the question. I love Cinnamon Toast
Crunch.
I
mean, like, we came up in an age where it was like Cookie Crisp, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Lucky Charms, Cocoa Pebbles. Like, we came up in a time where they were just shoveling sugar into our mouths and then telling us to go outside.
Well, and then we did go outside.
And then we did outside. Well, yeah.
And we beat the shit out of each other with sticks.
Yep.
And then we hit each other in the balls and roll people down the hill with a trash can.
In a trash can. Katie Chris' brother. Anyway.
I was just joking.
We did that to him. I thought you were there for it.
I wasn't there for that.
Suddenly now it feels awkward. I thought you were there for that
I was making fun of you when we threw him in the trash can. And
that was true.
And videotaped it. That was for film.
The stairs at Chaparral, like, he went down those in the trash can. Anyway, that's an entirely different story, and hopefully I can't be held accountable for that.
No.
Kung Fury feature was supposed to be in the making. Wonder what happened to that.
I just got delayed.
Probably.
Those are big projects to do. They have a lot of moving parts.
Is there any good about remaking classic films? Well, I mean, if you believe in what some people say, is that we've never we continually remake the same story. So it's just finding the right version of the remake. So yes. Yeah. Okay, I found my guilty pleasure. Star Wars.
Yes,
yeah.
what was that? Miriam make a porno? Was it?
Yeah, the Kevin Smith one.
Yeah. I forget the name of the movie.
Zach and Miri make a porno. You guys like Ari?
Yeah, Ari, give me cameras and I'll like them just fine. I can't afford no Ari camera. No one can. You have to only rent those things. Anyhow.
What would be your dream location to make a feature?
Hawaii. Let's go.
Yeah, Hawaii.
Hit it up right now. A strip club in Hawaii.
Italy. I love it.
Fun.
Yeah, that would be great.
Why not?
Paris. France. Yeah, why not? Yeah, that's, I don't know.
England, sure.
New
York.
New York.
That'd be fun to do.
New York. Another one? Maybe Baja. Like Baja, Mexico.
Vegas on the beach. If we had like access to all the coolest shots.
Yeah,
in Vegas.
the cool places.
Yeah, all the penthouses.
Yeah,
in Vegas. That'd be good. You can make that happen, right, chat?
Yeah, exactly. Well, speaking of that, why don't you guys go donate at our great Patreon so that we can go and do that. How about it on a space station?
It'd be hard to operate the camera up.
Yeah. My dream location to make a feature, probably Fiji.
Fiji be fun.
Yeah, Fiji. We go there. Any Kevin Smith movie is a guilty pleasure. Well, any Kevin Smith movie is just good.
I mean, there are exceptions. I wouldn't watch the one with what's his face.
Was it Jersey Boys?
No,
or Jersey Girl.
Jersey Girl.
Yeah.
The other one I'm thinking of with the bald guy, the
Mallrats? Oh, Cop Out.
Cop Out. Yeah.
That wasn't really a Kevin Smith movie. That was just Kevin Smith needed to make some cash.
Yeah.
Like he's like, hey, I can be mainstream, and then
mainstream Hollywood.
Yeah, because I had what Tracy Morgan was in it. And then Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a terrible movie. Let's see, Mars for me. Okay, well, and then all of a sudden it got redacted. He's like
the nooch
to the nooch.
Snooches.
An old Fallout bunker, maybe. That would be interesting to film in, but I feel creeped out, I think. Speaking of Star Wars, I saw the trailer for the final season of the Clone Wars this morning. Can't wait till February 21st on Disney Plus. Here's the thing, though. Wasn't the one that they did on Netflix supposedly the final season? And now they're like, Disney Plus is like, let's bring it back for a final season so we can make some money off of it. Have either of you been to or plan to visit the United Kingdom and Canada? I'd love to go to the UK. I've been to Canada.
I haven't been to Canada. I want to go to Canada. Why can't you? I can't go.
Why
can't I go to Canada? Let's go to Canada.
Yeah.
Why not?
Bob Lasky's Rite of Adventure to Canada.
To our neighbors to the north, quickly.
Yes.
Grab a sled dog.
Yep. Grab a Mountie and a sled dog. We're going.
We're going to Canada. And
we're going to make a movie.
And a side of molasses for those pancakes. Anyhow. So that we can see Anakin kill younglings in the
in crisp CGI. That's right.
All right. We are coming to that time of the night. It is 7:00.
Yeah.
So let's wrap it up here. Filmmaker IQ, there it is .com. You obviously know something about what we're doing here. Yeah, check out Patreon. As Joe has said, we do need to go to make that movie in Fiji.
Yep. And go to Canada.
And go to Canada and UK.
And UK and Vegas.
And we need to support our Disney Plus habit.
Yep.
And our nasty Netflix addiction. Check out, we got our t-shirts here. Yep. Teespring.com.
You're actually wearing yours.
Look at that shirt. I'm wearing the action on film. I need to make some more designs. I need to do that. Get around to actually doing that. But anything last minute words there, Joe?
No, that's about it. Folks? I mean, I think we covered a good amount, and obviously, like we said, we're trying to keep this regular to Wednesdays. So just keep on supporting us, keep on hanging out, keep on making great things, and we'll hopefully see you on the next one.
Yeah, definitely. We'll be back not next month, but in a couple weeks, and be back with another 2 movies that we'll pick out or figure out what we're going to see. I don't know what we're going to see next couple weeks here. We'll figure it out. And with that, from John and Joe, see you later.
All right, guys.
Good night.